Hello everyone, I am Ali Gibson and today I will talk about the honeycomb ceramic. What is the honeycomb ceramic? Actually, honeycomb ceramic is an extrusion foam body and it will have many holes like beehive inside it, and because of that we called it the honeycomb. And we use the honeycomb inside the cars to decrease the percentage of the harmful gases. The harmful gases are the hydrocarbons and the CO, and also the NOx component. Actually, the honeycombs idea started from 1970 in US, when the companies or the car companies, they wanted to decrease this the percentage of these gases in the environment, because these gases are very harmful for the environment, also for the human beings. And from that time until now, year by year, there are many developed types regarding the honey. The location of the honeycomb actually is different from one car to another. It's depend on the car manufactured company, and as we can see here in this picture, we will have five location, five different location for the converter. Actually, the converter is the an device, and it will contain the honeycomb inside it. So, and altogether we called it the container. So as we can see here, there are five different places for this converter, and it's different. It's different according to the car manufacturing company. When the engine starts, as we can see here, when the engine starts, the exhaust will go through the exhaust manifold, and after that will go through the catalyst converter, and this is the most important thing that we will talk about it today. So you can see here in this picture there are two sensors. One of them before the converter and the other one is after the converter. Why we will have these sensors? We have these sensors because we need to measure the percentage of this gas before the converter and after the converter. Actually, after after some years from using the car, the converter will be saturated with this component, and because of that we need to change it. So if the concentration of this component that will be measured by the sensor after the converter, if the concentration of this component will be equal to the concentration before the converter, that means the converter is really saturated and we need to change it. After the converter, after the converter, the gas will go further to the tailpipe, and the exhaust will go through the environment. So again, I will remind you about the harmful gases. So the first one is the oxide of the nitrogen, and it is NOx. And the second one is the carbon monoxide, CO, and the third one is the hydrocarbon, HC. So this picture, it shows that the flow of the exhaust gases through the converter. So the first one is the NOx. NOx, it will convert it to oxygen and nitrogen. The NOx, when enter the converter, it will be converted to this gas by using the catalyst. I want to mention very important thing, and it is the prices of this converter. This converter actually it is very expensive. Why? Because it will have a really expensive catalyst inside it, and this catalyst help the NOx to convert to the oxygen and nitrogen. After that, after the first stage actually, we will have the four gases. The first one is the nitrogen and oxygen, and as we deal these gases, it's not harmful to the human and environment, but we still have the carbon monoxide and the hydrocarbon, and we need to decrease the percentage of these of these of these gases. So in the second block, the carbon monoxide will react with the oxygen. As we can see here, the carbon monoxide, the yellow and the red will react with one atom of oxygen, the red one, and we will produce the carbon dioxide CO2. And by this, we decrease the percentage of the carbon monoxide. And regarding the third harmful component is the hydrocarbon. The hydrocarbon also will react with oxygen. As we can see here, this is, it will react with oxygen and it will produce water and carbon dioxide. Actually, it's clear here. So by this device, we decrease the percentage of the harmful gases, and from that we can conclude that the honeycomb ceramic is very useful for decreasing the percentage of the harmful gases, and actually it will decrease the pressure drop for the output engine's exhaust. This is the reference, and thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you feel free to contact me by this email.